This morning, investigators piecing together what unfolded inside Robb Elementary during that terrible massacre. Video emerging that appears to show desperate parents outside the school. The AP reporting that one parent, Javier Casares, whose daughter was killed in the attack, said that he was upset police were not moving more quickly, telling the AP of the authorities that, quote, they were unprepared. Casares confirming those statements to NBC News. Different video appearing to show parents frustrated with police outside of the school. Authorities have not yet offered a firm timeline of the events. The Department of Public Safety director answering a question Wednesday about how long the suspect, 18-year-old Salvador Ramos, was on the premises before law enforcement killed him.
I can't. It's going to be within a minute, like 40 minutes or something, within an hour. But I don't want to give you a particular timeline. But bottom line is that law enforcement was there. They did engage immediately.
All of this comes as more chilling video emerges.
Oh,
a law enforcement source telling NBC News this brief clip shows the gunman running into the school, appearing to be dressed all in black, long gun in hand. Inside, authorities say he was confronted by an armed school resource officer, but kept going and made his way inside. Officials say that's when Ramos locked himself in a classroom and began his rampage. Border Patrol officers eventually opened the door and exchanged gunfire with Ramos, killing him. As investigators work to piece together a motive, Ramos's aunt Shelby telling me she's in disbelief.
My heart hurts for everyone right now.
Do you have any idea why he flipped?
People go through things and nobody understands. Everybody has, I don't know what was going on.
While he had no known criminal history or record of mental illness, officials say a series of private messages posted by Ramos on Facebook gave a chilling warning.
The third post, maybe less than 15 minutes before arriving at the school, was, "I'm going to shoot an elementary school."
Across Texas, emotions running high. Former Congressman Beto O'Rourke, who is running for governor in Texas, disrupting his opponent Greg Abbott's news conference on Wednesday, saying another shooting would happen without real reform.
You're doing nothing.
No, you need to get it. Sir, you're out of line.
As so many others struggle to make sense of yet another mass shooting. This morning, the painful images are continuing to pour in. The faces of the young victims, families torn apart by this evil.
We always say hug your kids every day and every morning when they go to school or after school.
And as this community continues to mourn again, there are those tough questions. And we have reached out to Texas authorities specifically to ask about the timeline. We still have not gotten any clear answers. And Savannah, the questions surround how long did it take police to take down the shooter? Was it 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour? We've gotten all those times. And parents are saying if it was 30 minutes, it's still way too long.
Well, and the man who lives across the street described that scene. We saw a video of it, parents saying, go in, please go in. And this is, as you just mentioned, a school district that has doubled its school security budget in recent years.
When you think about all the things this school has done in the school district, they have social media software, threat assessments, they run through the plan.
The district has its own police force.
Their own police force. There was a guard here. The doors were supposed to be locked. On that point, there has been some reporting that there was an award ceremony on Tuesday, so the doors may have been unlocked to the classroom. As far as the guard is concerned, this is starting to sound a little bit like what happened in Parkland. Well, remember, there was a guard there. He did not stop the shooter. It's unclear what happened here. I spoke to a law enforcement analyst who said, listen, we don't have the answers yet, but I will say this. When someone comes with an AR-15 style rifle, sometimes those guards are just simply outmanned.
Outgunned is what they are. I had a father who I spoke to told me, my wife has to show her ID to get into this school every day to pick up our daughter. Somehow this gunman walked right into that school. There are a lot of questions this morning, Tom. Thank you very much for being here.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.